Hello YouTube, welcome to my channel, my little corner of the interwebs. My name is Runa, and I will be your witch today. I'm the only one that has this channel, so. Today, I would like to talk with you about a topic that has been on my mind for a little while that I should, make a video about. And the process of how to form a relationship with a spirit and the necessary steps to take and what they feel like and such. So, you want to summon a spirit. So, what spirit do you want to summon? Is my question to you first. Have you narrowed that down? If you have, then I want you to research a lot of crap on that spirit, as much as you can. I mean, if not as much as you can, at least give the basics. And what I mean by the basics is, what colors do they like? What kind of candle do they like? What is the incense? What is the incense? Excuse me, I can talk. What is the incense do they like? What time of day would they like to be called on? What day of the week do they want to be called on? What is their planetary correspondence? What kind of etiquette would you assume talking with them? What is their demeanor? Are they a nice spirit to work with, or do they have a tendency to backfire and fuck you over after? Are they a hard ass? Are they better for beginners? What do they deal with is like the biggest thing there. That's like the first thing you should know for your intention. So you want money, then a couple off the top of my head that are good for money. If you want demons, talk with Clonic, talk with Boone, talk with Belial, possibly. Did all different ones. I think Mammon is another one. Research what kind of money that you need. Do you need fast money? Do you need money that pertains to your business? Do you need money just because you need money? Do you want like excess wealth, like all the wealth? And try Lucifuge, Rofocale. Those demons. You can contact saints if you want to do that. Fast money. The first one that pops into my head is Saint Expedite. Stuff like that. So you have lots of different spirits that you could choose from, and that's just a few. And that's just for money. There's a lot of different things. So you got that down. You researched your spirit. You got what they like. So such and such spirit likes roses. They like to be called on at 3 o'clock in the morning. They on I'd say on a Friday night. Okay, Friday night. Their planet is Venus. Favorite color is red and green. You can do numbers if you want to get really technical. So, oh, excuse me. I get storage up there. Numbers. Favorite numbers like 13 and 47. I don't know. I'm making this up. But stuff to take into account. You're going to want to set up your altar space according to them if you're going to start evoking them. That is your next step. Evocation. Evocation is summoning a spirit to you, not into you, to you. So, if I'm a spirit, and you want to summon Runa Alfbrennan into your space, then you would set up your altar in accordance to me, and you would basically expect me to come into the room and be like, hello, what do you want? Or, hello, hi, can I help you? I don't know. But I'm not going to be in you. I'm not going to be possessing you or anything of the nature. It's just a summoning. In regards to triangles and circles and such and sigils are a very useful tool for evocation. If you have a sigil, use it. It's very good. It's like a surefire way to get results for the most part. I mean, obviously, spirit's going to come if it wants to, but it's very, very easy because it is proven and it's from the spirit and it is basically their signature, essentially. So, if you have their sigil, awesome. If you don't necessarily need it. but it helps, definitely. And it helps you get into state. And it helps you commit that to memory. And also sigils can be used as, like I said, a signature. It's like an identification card. You want to know who you're talking to, and you have their sigil. Ask the spirit to flash their sigil to you. So meditate and allow their sigil to formulate between your eye or before your eyes. If you do not get the right sigil, or you get their sigil but it's distorted, or there's something missing or some shit, you have a liar. Because a spirit cannot show you a sigil that's not theirs. And if they try to pretend to be another spirit, that spirit is going to show you a distorted version. Because, so if I'm wanting to speak with Lucifer, I'm not going to get his sigil from a liar. Like, it's something about it would be wrong. Parts of it would be missing. All sorts of shit. It's a safeguard. So use that. Definitely. You want to make sure you are talking to who you are talking to and who you want. Not a liar. They can wreak havoc in your life. Take it from experience. Or take it from my experience. In dealing with some nut cases that were dealing with liars and ended up fucking themselves over and everyone around them over. Fun stuff. Not really. Be careful. Know who you're talking to. Be respectful. As for circles, if you want to cast a circle, circles are for protection or different things. In my opinion, and most opinions you'll find here, that casting circles against the spirit you're trying to summon is highly disrespectful. For me, if I'm making a sacred space by casting a circle and I want it to be protected, that spirit will be joining me in the circle. This is not me telling you to stand over there if I invite you into my house. So, that's not fair. What I use them for is to keep unwanted, negative, crappy influences out and to bar liars from coming in. Okay, so I got interrupted there for a second. Alright, so, let's see. I kind of remember where I was. Okay, so, we're talking about evocation and stuff like that. Signatures, liars suck. Liars, they suck. And circles, I think circles is where I was. Okay, so, I use them to keep unwanted shit out. I don't use it to keep my spirit out. So if I want to talk to Lucifer, I'm not going to make him stand outside of my circle because that's a dick move. Don't do that. Triangle manifestation, I have not tried it yet. I will be completely honest with you. I would like to try it, and I probably will try it in the near future, but I have not needed it to have successful evocations, invocations, and the like. But I've heard it can definitely help. So don't do it. Just, do what you need to do, but don't be afraid to try it. Anyway, the next step is invocation. Invocation is kind of like a light possession, but not really. It doesn't feel the same. And it is the next step. You want to be careful, and you want to make sure you know the spirits that you're invoking, because you're going to probably end up taking traits of theirs onto yourself, because it is a melding of energy. So if you start invoking someone, using Lucifer as an example in this, you're not going to take shit anymore. Your eyes are going to be open a lot more. You're going to be more intuitive, more empathic, stuff like that. That's my personal experience. That's just going to happen. So you're going to start feeling more like them in that time. That can be a very, very useful thing. And also, you're letting something into you. You're summoning them into you. That's the difference between invocation and evocation. So, be choosy with who you do that with. That is very invasive in a way. Doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. A possession can be achieved through invocation if you keep willing the spirit deeper and deeper to take you further. And when you start to lose full control over your bodily functions, not bodily functions, but they start moving you around, thoughts, or you start speaking and stuff that's not your words, or stuff like that, then you're starting to go into possession mode, which that can be rough. My tip to you would be eat light before doing invocation, maybe even fast, because you can be a little nauseous depending. Possession is a whole new realm. Light possession is really not about that scary, but it can be a little hard on you, and you might be very, very tired afterwards because of it. It's a little bit taxing on the body. You can also invoke for different reasons, by the way, and a lot of times you will feel energized afterwards, depending on what you're invoking for. As for how it feels, your head swims a little bit. It kind of like tingles. At first, I noticed that my head tends to drift backwards when I'm invoking and slightly possessed. So there's that. Don't be alarmed. It's like it's opening you up to it. And visions tend to come a lot easier. Meditation is easier. It's very relaxing, but also you might feel rigid and other things. It depends on the spirit. And when you're going towards possession, you may feel things that aren't yours, like you have wings, you have claws, you're ripped with muscle, but you're actually not ripped with muscle. Lots of different things. So it's a hell of a thing, and it can be used for a lot of different things. And this is the way you work your relationship up to having a very close bond with the spirit. And you don't necessarily have to do all of this when you're going to work with somebody. Just, be respectful. You want something, you don't have an interest of really forming a big relationship with them, you don't really have to go further than evocation, in my opinion. But personally, if I'm going to work with someone, I like to have the full range, at least up into a light possession, if I do that. So the bottom line is be respectful, get to know your spirit, and enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself, enjoy them, learn from them, and have fun, really. And be safe. Be safe is like the biggest part of this. Be safe. Know your boundaries, know who you're